continue giving out more information as far as the latest breaking update is concerned. With Home Minister Amit Shah will be chairing an important meet with Home Secretary and other top officials on response of states on lockdown 4.0 guidelines. The Home Ministry now maintaining that states like Maharashtra, Bengal, Chhattisgarh, Punjab, Bihar have asked for certain relaxations over and above the announced guidelines by the MHA yesterday. So the MHA all set to decline that request and in turn issue an order stating that all guidelines to be observed with immediate effect. Aishwarya Kapoor, our political editor, joins us with more inputs on the same. Aishwarya.
Krichwin, at this point of time, we are being told that the Home Minister is going to chair this very important meet later in the evening, and he has apparently made it very clear that no more relaxations will be given to these states because these 4-5 state chief secretaries have written back to the MHA, keeping in mind that MHA is the nodal ministry in this regard. They want further relaxations, to which the MHA is saying nothing doing, no more specific relaxations can be given to these states. Whatever has been mentioned in the guidelines, whatever has been mentioned in black and white has to be mandatorily accepted by each and every state, because MHA is giving very, very clear reasoning for this, that all of those decisions, all of those places have been kept closed where social distancing could have gone for a toss. So any further relaxation would mean that they are playing around with the basic reason which causes COVID-19, and that is social distancing. So social distancing needs to be maintained under any circumstance, and hence no further relaxations, no further demands can be met of these respective states. There are Chhattisgarh, Punjab, Maharashtra, West Bengal, and then so on and so forth. So these are those states who had basically requested that they want further and they want more relaxations, keeping in mind their respective situation prevailing in their states, to which we are being told that the MHA, after this meeting, is going to completely and clearly deny that whatever has been mentioned in black and white in the guidelines of lockdown 4.0, that is something which has to be mandatorily accepted and then implemented. For the same, we have seen that the Cabinet Secretary has had a video conference. So the government is very, very serious. Government has allowed all the state governments to decide that how and what they want to move in the red, green and orange zone, but under no circumstance, no mall, no educational institution, no political gathering, no social gathering, no place of religious worship shall open. So any of those locations where social distancing can go for a toss will not open, and that will be very, very clearly communicated back to these states. And then the Home Minister is also supposed to brief the Prime Minister.
Yes, because Aishwarya, a lot of relaxations have already been given. We're looking at a greater flexibility as well in the fourth lockdown. So much has been left to the states. Interstate, intrastate movement has been left to respective states and union territories. So a lot has already been done. Now, asking for a further dilution is a big no, and that's what the MHA is making very, very clear, because we need to understand that we're inching a lakh when it comes to the total COVID numbers. It is a serious situation that's staring at us.
Absolutely, Krichwin, and COVID-19, Corona, still doesn't have a counter to it. There is no vaccine for this problem. Hence, keeping this in mind, social distancing is the only thing, and you need to save humanity, you need to save human life. Everything else revolves around it. And that is the message which the Prime Minister gave. That is the message which has come out in the guidelines for lockdown 4.0, that you have to maintain social distancing. Even if you see public transport has been allowed, but with a very strict SOP. Interstate movement has been allowed only if both the state governments approve. Air travel, no. Metro travel, no. So all of these decisions have been taken after a lot of deliberation. And then the only core point which has been taken into consideration before deciding what to allow and then what needs to be still closed is only one criteria: social distancing, because that's the only way through which you can keep the COVID-19 numbers down. We are inching towards that lakh, and also in the last 24 hours, we need to keep in mind that the number has crossed 5,500. So 5,500 have added on to the corona numbers. So in this present scenario, you have to allow the economy to get stable, you have to allow the people to get back on track, but at the same point of time, you have to control COVID-19. So the same has been reverberated back to the state governments of these 5 respective states, that no further relaxations can be given to you, because we cannot allow COVID-19 numbers to go up under any circumstance. So whatever has been mentioned in lockdown 4 guidelines, Krichween, it has to be mandatorily accepted. Yes.
Yes, certain states asking for a further relaxation, but the MHA making it very clear that no further dilution in these guidelines will take place, and they have to stick to the MHA guidelines that were issued yesterday. Many thanks, Ashwara. We'll leave it at that. Thank you.